If the finale of The Penguin is any indication of Matt Reeves' vision for Gotham's future, fans can look forward to an exciting ride in The Batman 2. Set for release on October 2nd, 2026. The Colin Farrell-led series wrapped up with a thrilling conclusion that sets the stage for what could be coming in the sequel. Let's take a closer look at the key moments from the Penguin finale and what they could mean for the next chapter in the Batman saga. So finally, Gotham got to witness the rise of Oswald "Oz" Cobblepot, better known as the Penguin. This DC villain took on a darker persona and look in The Batman, which seamlessly transitioned into his own spin-off series. What makes this version of the Penguin even more chilling is that he's shown to be completely without redemption. In Matt Reeves' reimagined Gotham, we first meet the Penguin as Carmine Falcone's beaten-down right-hand man. Oz works as Falcone's trusted enforcer in The Batman, but he sees a chance to climb the ranks when he finds out Falcone has been acting as an informant. Then, when the Riddler unleashes his plan to flood Gotham and exposes Falcone's secrets, Oz seizes the moment and fully steps into his role as the Penguin. In the Penguin series, Oz seizes Gotham's chaos to push himself to the top of the city's criminal ladder. After taking out Alberto Falcone in a brutal move, he manipulates the power struggle between the Falcone and Maroni families. Stirring up a full-blown mob war he's determined to win. Along the way, he cozies up to Sophia Falcone, knowing her resentment toward her family can be useful. Sophia, it turns out, is just another piece in Oz's grand plan. Her hatred drives her to eventually wipe out her own family, a choice that may not have been Oz's doing directly, but he certainly knew how to push her buttons to get her there. After a crafty maneuver that leaves Salvatore Maroni dead in Crown Point's tunnels, Oz is left with only one last obstacle, Sophia herself. This is the turning point where the Penguin fully claims his power. Oz makes a shady deal with Councilman Haiti, promising to hand over the person responsible for the Crown Point explosion and helping Haiti climb the political ladder, which Oz can later use for his own ambitions. Despite several close calls that could have been the end for him, Oz captures Sophia, and rather than taking her out, hands her over to the police. She's locked back up in Arkham, likely for good. The final transformation of Oz into Gotham's notorious crime lord happens when he eliminates his last weakness. Though he tries to come off as a man of the people, it's clear that Oz has no loyalty or empathy. He's out for himself, and he'll do whatever it takes to stay on top. In one of the most powerful scenes of the series, Oz basks in his victory with his quasi-protege, Victor Vic Aguilar. Though viewers may have been drawn in by the bond between them, Oz ends it abruptly, choking Vic to death to cut out the last bit of softness within himself. The series wraps up with Oz stepping into high society, now sporting his classic Penguin look in a sleek suit and top hat, close to the comic villain fans are familiar with, even if he skips the monocle. The finale also drops a couple of big hints about possible storylines in Matt Reeves' next Batman movie, setting up some intriguing possibilities for the sequel. So now the question is, how the show sets up the Batman 2. The finale of The Penguin positions Oz as the undisputed leader of Gotham's street gangs, handling the city's gritty side while he rubs elbows with Gotham's elite. With the gang leaders conveniently eliminated, Oz is now the top mob boss with solid connections in city government. While Batman may not have seen Oz as a major threat initially, he's set to be a significant challenge in the sequel. Director Matt Reeves' plan to develop the Penguin into a powerhouse has clearly come to fruition. One intriguing element of Oz's rise is his alliance with Councilman Haiti. Haiti's character hints at connections to a mysterious group pulling strings behind the scenes, sparking rumors that the Court of Owls might finally make an appearance in the Batman 2. Haiti could very well be part of this secret society, adding an extra layer to Gotham's dark underbelly. With Haiti's new status, thanks to his alliance with the Penguin, it wouldn't be surprising if he's part of a secret council working to bring Batman down. Another twist setting up the Batman 2 is an unexpected potential alliance. Sophia Falcone, now locked in Arkham, receives a letter from her half-sister, Selina Kyle, revealing that they both share Carmine Falcone as their father. This could hint at a team-up in the Batman 2, with Sophia and Selina possibly joining forces to challenge the Penguin, and give Batman a hard time too. Matt Reeves has certainly crafted a world packed with complex characters. Colin Farrell has given some insight into the Penguin's role in the Batman Part 2. Although Farrell hasn't seen a script yet, he shared in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter that Matt Reeves confirmed the Penguin's return during San Diego Comic-Con this summer. Farrell also mentioned that he knows how many scenes he's expected to be in, and interestingly, he signed on for the full trilogy. Colin Farrell said, "I signed up for 3 Batman films, but I didn't know if I'd be in the second film." Matt Reeves is a brilliant writer and an extraordinary filmmaker, and what I'm most excited/nervous about in the second film is not what Oz does, or what predicaments he finds himself in, or what moments of success he gets to experience, but what his voice is. How is his personality? It was forming and changing in the limited series, and by the end of the 8 episodes, it's concretized into something else. There is a degree of almost delusional psychopathy present in the last scene, so how is that taken up in the second film? I was told I have 5 or 6 scenes. I don't have any hopes or any expectations. I'm really an open book, and that's the way I get excited by or not. I think sometimes actors, if they have a career that has a certain length of time, they sometimes get to make too many decisions, which isn't to say I won't push back or argue or fight in Oz's corner. I do believe I know him better than anyone now. Colin Farrell's recent comments about his involvement in the Batman Part 2 suggest that his role as the Penguin will be significant, though the exact details are still unknown. He mentioned that he likely won't get the script until later in 2024 or early 2025, which makes sense given that casting is still underway. Despite this, Farrell knows that he's expected to appear in 5 or 6 scenes, which hints at a substantial role for the Penguin in the sequel. This is exciting for fans who saw Oz rise to power in the Penguin series, and it's clear that his conflict with Batman will be a major part of the sequel. It also raises the possibility that the Penguin might be involved with a new villain, further expanding the world Reeves is building. Whether or not Oz teams up with a fresh antagonist or continues his rise as a criminal mastermind, Farrell's comments suggest that his role will be crucial to the next chapter of the Batman saga. It makes sense that Colin Farrell is signed on for both the Batman Part 2 and the potential third sequel, given how significant the Penguin's rise to power has been in the spin-off series. While it's not clear yet if Oz will be the main antagonist, it's likely that the sequel will dive into the consequences of his actions in the Penguin, especially since those events directly impact Gotham's criminal landscape. As the Batman Part 2 moves into principal photography in 2025, we'll likely get a clearer picture of how the Penguin fits into the broader story and what role he'll play in the 2026 film. Well, that's it. Please share your views and opinions in the comment section with us. Subscribe to the channel to get updated regularly with the latest update. Thanks for watching the video, and we'll see you at the next one.